Hi there, and welcome back to my channel, Maline's Corner. My name is Maline, and I'm here to give you your reading from Spirit. These are the messages you need to receive right now, and I'm using a lot of animal decks today. I'm using the Arc Animal Tarot and Oracle deck, the Power Animal Oracle cards by Stephen D. Farmer, and the Spirit Song Tarot. I also used the magical messages from the fairies and the oracle of the seven energies. So today you can choose between these three images. Well, actually, pile number 3 had 2 cards coming through, wounded and peace. So I'm doing this backwards. Pile 2 has inner light and pile 1 has intuition. So take your time to choose any of these piles that feels right to you. You can also take a look at the timestamps in order to determine which pile is right for you today. I also want to mention that I do offer private readings up on Etsy, and they are all discounted at the moment. And on top of that, you're given a 10% discount code. So if you're interested, check it out. Links in the description box. Without further ado, let's begin. Hi there, pile number 1. So if you chose this pile, the intuition pile, this is going to be your reading. So I'm going to show you all the cards and then we'll start the reading. You have Moose with authority. You know what is best for you. And what is funny is that I actually saw the moose in my inner eye before pulling this card. So I think this is definitely my pile. I usually choose pile 3, so maybe you do too. Okay, can you see that? I'm not sure. And then you have It Is What It Is, card number 6 with, ooh, a magical door. I do love that. Next up is New Home. Yes, moving is a step in the right direction for you. Oh, and it definitely is for me. So this is the Arc. You have Dog, Service, Devotion, and Honesty. Next up, Walrus, 8 of Cups, Abandonment, Escapism, True Seeing. That's an interesting 8 of Cups. You also have the Condor, King of Swords, Truth, Final Authority, Brilliant Mind. A very authoritative energy here with authority. Then from the Spirit Song Tarot, you have the 5 of Shells with Hope and Readjustment. You have the Queen of Crystals with Comfort and Prosperity. And last but not least, you have the Magician with Willpower and Creation. That's interesting. Okay, so let me tune in a little bit to the energies that are present here. Well, first of all, as I mentioned, I do sense a lot of authority, taking leadership over your life. So what you need to know right now is that having boundaries, taking leadership of your own direction is definitely the right thing for you to do at the moment. You did choose the intuition card, so some of you are kind of doubting your own intuition a little bit, or you're just opening up, or you're starting to listen to your intuition again. So there was kind of I hear misstep, or there was some kind of moment where you knew something intuitively, but then you kind of ignored it, or you're being asked to really trust your gut. And that falls in line with the leadership energy here, especially with the King of Swords, having that, taking that authority over what you want and seeing things from a higher perspective. Being, the moose, we call him in Norwegian the king of the forest, and having that kind of authority and higher perspective as to what you want to create, where do you want to go, and what kind of doors you want to open. You have got what it takes is something that I hear here. I also find it interesting that the card "It Is What It Is" and the new home is next to each other, because this is a door. So it could actually be that you're manifesting a new home. I see someone putting the key into a keyhole and unlocking a door into a new home. So if that is you, know that you are on the right track to do that. And you know, with the magician here, the crow, sometimes they can actually take objects. They're really intelligent. They can be taught to open a door. You know, I kind of saw him with a key in his mouth. They can be trained to do tricks and to solve puzzles. And I definitely feel that something is a mystery for you right now. How you will manifest this is a mystery to you. And you will not do it all alone. You have a lot of spirit animal coming through. And I do feel the crow here really strongly. That there is this element of mystery and something coming together in a really mysterious way. What is also very interesting here with the card number 6 is that this card is about radical acceptance. It's about engaging life on your own terms. It's also about recognizing and releasing resistance and denial and seeing things for what they actually are. So facing a challenge head on. You can see how the moose is staring directly at "It Is What It Is" card. So by dealing with whatever is in front of you right now and doing this step by step, you're actually going to be led to where you need to be. So don't think so far ahead. Know that your intuition here is going to guide you to the next right action step. So you don't have to plan it out. You don't have to have plan A, B, C, D, E, F, G. You can only be present. So Spirit is telling me here that to tell you to say as you wake up to, well, Spirit, I'm available. Tell Spirit that you're available in the morning. And you're going to be given the right next action step for you to take in order to open this door. So it could be a new home, moving abroad. It could be a key to a new workplace, or I also sense working from home. Working from the comfort of your home. There is a really grounded energy here, which is interesting because you have the condor and flying animals. I mean, birds. But there is a groundedness here. If there is a door that has been closing on you, you're being led to another door. So know that nothing happens by chance. It all happens for a reason, to lead you to your destiny. So there is something about letting things be as it is right now, and taking things step by step rather than looking ahead can save you from a lot of stress and agony. And another thing that I'm seeing here with the dog is being of service. So it falls in line with what I just said of starting every day with being present and say to Spirit, like, look, I'm available. You know my goals, so be really explicit. Like, I'm looking for that new home. I am attracting that new job. I am attracting a successful at home entrepreneurial business or store or whatever you're doing. So I'm available today. Where should I be led? And be open to say yes to the things that come through. Be of service to the here and now. And your destiny is also to be of service to others. To go with those day-to-day interactions and being kind and showing grace. And there is something about you that are helping people to see the light. I see it out here with this card. You are being a light to others. And there is a really grounded energy about you here that is really comforting to others. You have a lot of prosperity coming through here with the Queen of Crystals, which is the Queen of Pentacles. And look at him, he is taking it step by step. It is all about having that perspective, you know, knowing where you're going, and then throwing it up to spirit and saying, look, I'm of service today. And then it is to following through. And for some of you, it can mean letting go of something. So this is the Eight of Cups. It's the card of leaving something in the past. If you want to move, you're taking steps to, you would need to, when you know where you're moving, you would need to pack up your stuff and leave. So things have implications, they have consequences. So when you're using your intuition, connecting to spirit and saying you're available, I'm of service, how can you make this happen through me today? There are action steps to be taken. But the higher perspective is your intuition. This is your intuition. This is your clarity. It's the King of Swords. It's knowing your direction. It's knowing your worth and knowing where you're going and leaving whatever is not that be. Oh, and actually this is a raven, which is extremely interesting considering it's a highly spiritual animal with the intuition card. The crow is bringing magic to the situation. Your life is about to get really, really magical. You're transforming your ideas into reality. You're transforming your ideas into action. And the raven spirit is here with you. So is the energy of the moose. You could get really creative here. Sparks of creativity. This could be a brilliant new idea coming in, as could the King of Swords. So brilliant new ideas coming in, knowing exactly where you want to go now, having that clarity, and then living it to spirit. I almost wanted to say God, so some of you might use God to take the wheel, to take you where you need to be. It's up to you to make a move, especially with the moose. You know what is best for you. And this gives you a great deal of autonomy and freedom. And it puts the responsibility on you. It's time for you to trust your inner guidance, your intuition. And it is your life. Remember, it is your life and your choices. And it's safe for you to go in the direction of what feels good. But that being said, I definitely sense new ideas. I sense a lot of movement. I sense taking action and it being really magical and fun. And I also sense a lot of peace coming through. So if that is not your current reality, peace is coming into your life and taking things really slow. I don't see any of these animals stressing about, but there is a huge instinct. I kind of see this is a herding dog, you know? So it's all about taking action, gathering your thoughts, almost gathering your resources and just taking action and making it happen. It's not out of a space of your intellectual mind though, only. It's from your intuition. I hope that I'm making myself clear in this reading. I hope that this message came through to you. I actually want to take a look in the guidebook for the Queen of Crystals to see what messages it has, the hedgehog. And this is where the grounded energy comes in, is what I'm feeling. Hedgehog is closely connected to the nurturing energies of Mother Earth. She is committed to what she believes in and takes the time to take care of that which is most important in her life. Yeah, by the way, what's right in front of you? What I just said. Her quills are an embodiment of her protective nature, yet she is equally loving. She knows how to take care of herself with grace and finesse, and she's a teacher of defense mechanisms against negativity. Take time to ground yourself in the Earth's energies, as this will help you become more aware of opportunities in your reach. Security and prosperity are yours if you pursue practical solutions when setting goals. Yeah, exactly. Let me say that again, security and prosperity are yours if you pursue practical solutions when setting goals. Keep in mind that a little common sense goes a long way. The keywords are prosperity, comfort, sensibility, nurturing, grounded, protective, healing, security, aspirations. Beautiful. So I hope this reading resonated with you, pile number one. If it did, and if you would like to go a little deeper with your own personalized reading, take a look in the comment section for a link to my Etsy store, and I have discounted readings up there. And you're also given a 10% discount code. So if you're interested, check it out. And I hope to see you in any of my next uploads or in any of my existing videos. You can still watch them. Have a great one, and I'll see you later. Bye. Hi there, pile number two. So if you chose this card, the Inner Light, this is going to be your reading. And I don't know, I know that this is not for all of you, but I sense that some of you have had an encounter with either the other side, kind of an encounter with a past loved one who had a dream or something about them, and they came through really strongly, or you actually had a near-death experience or an out-of-body experience or something of that nature where you saw your true nature. By the way, that is not a prediction. If it has happened to you, you know that Spirit is acknowledging that. So I'm going to, yeah, and you're the light in the dark for some people. So, or you've experienced to be in the dark and things are lighting up, or you are soon to be in a much better mind space. And I feel that spirituality, like it's the lowering of the shoulders, the relief and the sigh of relief that I'm sensing here. A period of stress is coming to an end, and there's warmth, it's love, it's comfort. Okay, so I'll show you the cards first and then we will read. So I'm going to actually put that here. Next up, you have the Black Panther with passion. Follow your passion. How interesting that you have that inner light with the passion. By the way, if you hear some noise, it's my upstairs neighbor. So maybe you're experiencing some of that yourself. Loud people. You have Into Me I See, which is card number 8. Again, a very beautiful energy of that inner light. And she has a star attached to her forehead. There are stars all around, actually, and they're almost like light beings, or things being enlightened. Things are being enlightened, or you're coming to see your passions. And it's really authentic to you. You're really honoring yourself as you find your true passion in life, or your purpose, so to speak. And it's related, could be related to healing or spirituality, or it comes from a space of seeing into your soul, your higher self, Akashic, whatever you resonate with. Beautiful. You also have your wishes granted. Yes, what you've asked for is coming true. I'm so happy for you, pile number 2. Again, there is an emphasis on the light. This is all the very, very much deserved. It is all your positive karma returning to you. And let me tell you, you are so powerful with the Black Panther coming through here. Okay, let's continue. Take a look at your tarot. First of all, you have Martin. Is that how you say it? Fortunate tidings. Wow, camaraderie and crown chakra. Yes, that enlightenment coming through, that spiritual energy. Wow. You have a hippopotamus with stimulation, actualizing goals, and emergence. Wow, you're powerful. You know, these are strong, these are fierce, these are powerful animals. I'm sure you know. And you are equally strong and powerful. Next up, you have the Otter with the Six of Cups, reunion, reminiscing an inner child. Maybe it's whatever you're manifesting here, whatever fortune tidings, whatever wish you wanted to be granted, it could be way back into your childhood, a passion from your childhood or from a past life, or you're investigating and going back and you're consulting with your inner child. It's like you're consulting into yourself, into your past self. It doesn't have to be your childhood self, but something you enjoyed doing when you were younger. It's re-emerging. Could be everything from playing the piano to singing again, to singing in a choir, to painting, to writing, to being a leader or starting your own business. Whatever it is, you've got what it takes here. So let's take a look at the Spirit Song Tarot. You have the Eight of Crystals, yeah, dedication and progress. This is all related to something you worked for. There is effort putting into this, and it's you're starting to see what you're skilled at and how you can offer it to the world. So this feels like a very entrepreneurial energy. You have the Shaman. Oh, the eagle is coming through. That's one of my spirit animals. Wow. Divine wisdom, spiritual power. Again, so powerful. You have the Black Panther and the eagle coming through, so we'll definitely have to take a look at that. But it gets kind of a shamanic vibe. So maybe you've been looking into shamanism, or you have, you know, it's something in your lineage or a past life or something, and you're kind of pulling it back. There is a spiritual component to this, whatever it is, that is driving this process of manifestation for you. Pile number 2. And you also have the Hanged Man with patience and perspective. So you have 2 major arcana cards here. That tells me that you're this is a major time in your life when you're stepping into your power. Very much so. The thing about the eagle is that it's both connected to the earth and the higher realms. He has an ability to connect to higher spirit teachers. He's raising above and beyond the material world, and he thrives in the realm of spirit, but he is fixed in the realm of earth. Sharp-sighted, rational thought is all about being graceful, seeing things clearly, obviously, but also having that spiritual perspective again. Contact maybe with your higher self or your inner self or your deeper self, whatever you resonate with. He is using his energy very wisely. Have you ever seen an eagle? He barely moves. He's just soaring up in the sky. So I feel that this is your time to, while you're going to put in some action, the hippopotamus is rushing through the water, but he is strong enough to do it. So does the panther when he strikes. I'm sorry about the noise and the knocking. It's my neighbors. And so does the eagle. The eagle shoots down at his prey and he can take action, but it's all in a very efficient, very strong and dedicated and precise manner. So you are going to make it. Whatever you put your mind to now in the next couple of months, you're definitely going to make it. And you're making it strongly here. It's going to happen quickly. You might go into being a spiritual teacher or a mentor, or you're taking on some kind of mentorship. I'm hearing that some of you are bringing prayer into your day-to-day life, and they're really, Spirit is acknowledging you for that. And that being a really, really positive thing for you. So all the roads that you have taken, all the twists and turns that you've undergone has led you to this moment in time where you're going to shine. Might be very something instinctive. It's something you feel in your bones, because this all these animals act out of instinct, you know, very strong and dedicated and very on point. It is very fruitful for you, and it's easier for you to follow your true passion. Once you have discovered what your true passion is, and you might know it already, everything will be taken care of as you are living it. And that might be challenging. So there might be times that you need to consult a reader, or get some healing, or do some Reiki, or play some music in your home. And I feel it's linked to those rituals that you do that connects you with spirit. That's really beneficial for you to feel safe as you undergo this journey towards your passions and your dreams of actually doing the thing, right? Don't worry about how it would look to others, or whether or not anyone would approve of what you're doing. When it comes to it, it doesn't matter. When your days have been counted and, you know, we're all gone, what matters is that you lived your life authentically, and that you left a legacy of happiness to people around you. So that is what's coming through very strongly here. You also have a lot of abundance coming through. You have 8-8, which is really interesting. For me, I'm seeing 88 all the time. You can see it on, you know, license plates, and it's all about abundance. It could be that you're being called into a very deep connection with someone here. There is love coming through. It could be a reunion of sorts, either from a past life or from your past. And this relationship acts as a mirror. It's helping you to see your patterns, and it's helping you to step into that grand power of yours, and to achieve your goals. Right now or soon, there might be a standstill. So I do see like those spurts of energy, and then having the time to rest. So you might be delegating a lot of work, or you might have the opportunity to work at home or something to gather energy again, and then have another burst of energy. So I don't know what that is. Maybe that's a schedule. Yeah. It's all about human connection, connecting to someone, connecting with people in your day-to-day life, seeing the light in them, and seeing the light in you, the divine light. And whoever you have a close contact with, it could be your inner child. It could also be like your inner self, or nurturing you, but it could also be nurturing your child, or nurturing a friend or a mother, someone that is ill. I mean, there's so many ways that this can appear, but it's truly a mirror of truth that reveals more treasures than you could ever expect. If you can look into it, take a risk, and see everything as beautiful, even if it's having imperfections. Imagine how deep you could go. So it's all about going deeper, having more meaning in your day-to-day lives, and then going with your passions. So it feels very, very twofold, where you're nurturing connections with people that you love, and then having really very fortunate times coming up where you're able to make money. You're able to follow your passion and make money. You're working a lot, but I see it as bursts of energy where you're able to step back, or you're very encouraged to do so, and have patience with yourself. Maybe there are dry periods where you're not having so much work, and then you're working a lot. There are pros and cons to that. And that is partly what I do. I grade exams twice a year, and that's intense as F. grading 200 exams. I mean, in 1 month, it's a lot of work when you're doing it properly as well. But I consider myself kind of a seasonal worker. I do have to work throughout the year, obviously, but it comes in bursts of energy. You have to exert a lot of energy, and then I can have a calmer period where I'm catching up on spirituality and gathering energy and that kind of stuff. So that is partly what I see for you. I see that you've asked for a manifestation is coming in. It might be coming in the form of a passion, plus a connection with someone, either your inner self, a child, or someone from the past here coming in, showing you a mirror, showing you where you're doubting yourself, showing you where you're seeing your weaknesses. They might not be real, you know, where you're holding yourself back, and then choosing to just go for it. Bursts of energy, right? Bursts of energy leading you to whatever you're wishing for. It's on its way already, okay? So know that. Okay, pile number 2, that was your reading. I really hope it resonated with you. If it did, and if you would like to go a little deeper, I offer readings up on Etsy, and they pertain to you and your individual energy. They're going to be much more precise and going into whatever question you have. And I do have various prices up there depending on what you're looking for. If it's an email reading or a shorter video, several questions a year ahead. And I do offer, they're discounted at the moment, and you can also have a 10% discount on top of that. So if you're interested, check it out. I will leave a link in the description box and in the comment section, the pinned comment. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you for supporting my channel, and if you would like to stick around, subscribe, do your thing though. I'm not desperate. No, just kidding. You're always welcome. Okay, I'm just rambling now. I'm gonna go. Have a good one. Bye. Hi there, pile number 3. So if you chose these 2 cards, this is going to be your reading, and this is very interesting. So you chose the card Wounded, so that was the first card that appeared, and then I chose a clarifier for it, and that's Peace. And this pile is a very different from the pile 1 and 2. So if this is not your energy, check out any of the other piles. So I feel that you've gone through a lot, either in your personal relationships or just with yourself, having a really dark time, which is now coming to an end or have already come to an end. There might be a reconciliation, coming to terms with how things ended in one way or another. Feels like a personal relationship. It feels like something that really hurt you, and it's having peace into your life, entering your life, and finally having a clearer mind. Could be something traumatic even that was a bit complicated. Spirit is acknowledging the pain that you've been through and acknowledging your intentions being pure. Although not everybody in your life is seeing that, there might be disbelief or some kind of really hurtful things that people have said where you are the victim of someone's actions or intentions or just wrongdoings in general. And Spirit is acknowledging that, and you've been asking for peace, and peace is going to enter your life now slowly but surely, and it might happen through some conversations with the people in the situation, or you saying what you need to say, either through the written or spoken word. So that's just a beginning, starting point for your reading, pile number 3. So let's take a look at the rest of the cards, and then I will read. So you have, oh my god, that's really appropriate, Swan with Grace. Again, peaceful energy. This is a color of peace for me. They're really graceful. You've been really graceful throughout the situation, and maybe you have been hidden that wounded side of yourself, and you've been showing that happy-go-lucky side of you where you're like, oh, I'm smiling, I'm unaffected, but you're deep down really wounded by the situation. Spirit is really applauding you for the grace that you've had, but it's also saying that it's safe for you to show your true feelings and show your vulnerability to the people that are actually there for you, or your friends, your partner, whoever it is. Appreciate the beauty inside and all around you. So there is so much beauty coming into your life, and this is your main animal spirit coming through, by the way. Oh my God, yeah. Whom do you need to forgive? As you release all the anger or resentment, you will find that your wishes will come true. Oh, this is deep, but it's also a really beautiful message. Encouraging message if this is you. Exposed and revealed, yeah. It's being really vulnerable. Do you see that? There's someone in here being really vulnerable. There might be that you exposed someone, you found out the truth about something and revealed. You know, there is no doubt anymore. No doubt. It is just clarity, seeing things clearly. You might have been perceiving yourself as being naive up until now, but this is definitely going away. This is seeing things for what they truly are and accepting things for what they truly are. And that's when the grace and peace comes in. And that is a way of forgiving too, when you're just accepting whatever is. That's a way of coming to terms with your feelings, allowing them to be, allowing yourself to have reactions and have ups and downs, and slowly but surely being able to let go of that baggage, that constant thinking about a scenario or whatever it is for you. It's letting it go. It is letting spirit shine its light upon it, and just know that your intentions are pure. You're sending love to everybody involved if that feels right for you. Divine love to yourself first, and then others, and then you will see things coming together and be more peaceful again in your life. Okay, so your first tarot card, well, actually it's an oracle. This is the Arc Animal Tarot and Oracle deck, and you got the crab. So you might be a Cancer. Again, there's a lot of water. It's like being under the weather. Maybe you felt the new moon, full moon. This looks like a full moon, so maybe the last full moon. Maybe you feel that a lot, that moon energies, connecting with the moon, being governed by the moon. So maybe you have a Cancer moon. I feel that there's a message coming through of you being allowed to speak up, to have that clause up, and to really not being afraid to use it. So defending yourself and your own interests, facing someone head on and showing them your true colors. There's something with the eyes here, and you have the eye here. Looking into someone's eyes, it's the eyes are the mirror of the soul, right? So that could be a good exercise to do if this is something like to see the truth as well. Interesting energy. Then you have Porcupine, again, the same kind of energy. You're very wise in this situation, very graceful in this situation. But again, there is a tendency perhaps to go back into your shell and not expressing, not showing how hurt you really are, or how angry you are, how unfair you feel the situation was. You can speak up. Don't feel bad about doing so, and don't feel bad about having boundaries, even cutting people out of your life, because I feel that with crab as well. That can also be a way of not necessarily forgiving, but overcoming. I feel that forgiveness is so overrated sometimes. Some things we cannot forgive, not down here, maybe on the other side, but not here. Some things are just evil. By you overcoming it is a way of releasing the situation, and it's kind of you're forgiving yourself or releasing yourself from it, and there are wishes coming through here for you as you do so. There's a lot of ancestral wisdom, so if you have any, I hear an aunt, or it could also be a grandmother, grandfather, any ancestors. They're here with you, encouraging you and embracing you with love throughout the situation. You have the Caterpillar, Four of Pentacles, scarcity consciousness, material success, fear of loss. I sense that there is a lot more stability coming into your life here with the Four of Pentacles, and then you've been through the worst. Now you're in the deepest darkness. So you've been in the deepest darkness, but it's darkest right before the dawn, right? caterpillar stage, really dark stage, and then you emerge as the butterfly. There's something about being in the cocoon. Yeah, the circular, being in the cocoon in some kind of darkness and then re-emerging. Oh, you have 4 cards. The other piles had 3, so again there's something with the number 4. 3 of shells. Yeah, I love to see that. Playfulness and bliss, joy coming back into your life. 9 of acorns, power and perseverance. So you might be guided to pile 2 as well, because they had the panther in that reading. So take a look at that for additional messages. And then you have transformation. Yeah, transition, liberation. Again, caterpillar stage. This is the death card. Something is ending. You're re-emerging. It's almost as though you were in the dark and now you see the light. You know, death is just a transformation into your eternal being. This is all just a metaphor, by the way. Death card is not about literal death. It's about a transformation, and that's why the name is transformation. But it's a metaphoric death where everything is dark and you're going into something new. A new version of you. Feels like card 20 in the major arcana. What is that? Liberation? No. Awakening. Ah, my head just went black. Judgment. It feels like a level up. You're leveling up in one way or another. Spiritually. You could be leveling up in your life as well. Having more security. And you're celebrating something here soon. With you and 2 other friends, or going out, have some fun. A lot easier energy to deal with, but you're going through the transformation now, and there might be a period of needing to stand strong in it, having perseverance. It's darkest before the dawn. And then you have the high priestess with intuition and sacred knowledge. Yeah, you have all grown so tremendously from whatever the situation was. It could be way back, a pattern that continues to be present in your life, but whatever it is, you've grown a lot and you're coming into a period of more joy now. So let's take a look at the Swan card. I'm actually going to read a little bit from the guidebook here. Look up at the stars, smell the fragrances in the air, greet the sunrise tomorrow, hear the sounds of Mother Nature's creatures as she awakens for the day. Look and really see the beauty and elegance of everything, from the tiniest leaf to the most gigantic tree, and all that's in between. Don't judge what you see or experience as good or bad. Instead, appreciate the precious uniqueness of the divine elements that make up this wonderful world in which you exist. You really need to get outdoors in nature to deepen this experience of appreciation. Mother Earth is your true mother. Oh yeah, maybe there's a situation with your mother. If your mother is on the other side, she's trying to make you understand, or she's asking for forgiveness for something that happened in your childhood. I did sense that with the aunt, mother, grandmother situation before. Okay. Honor her by simply reveling in the remarkable tapestry of her diverse expressions. And as you do, breathe deeply and slowly. You and your world are intimately interwoven, and you're alive in that world. Appreciate your own beauty and the magnificent being that you are, as you revel in the elegant exquisiteness of all that you see, hear, and feel. Again, it's all about peace, elegance, purity, and innocence. And this is, by the way, page number 111. So maybe you're seeing 111 a lot. If you do, you're not alone. You are not alone. This card can also be about healing shame, having that imposter syndrome, being able to overcome that. It's all about letting go of self-condemnation, freedom from past unresolved wounds, focusing and finding that self-worth, and finding beauty in your situation. When you experience shame, you don't just feel that you've done something wrong, you feel like you are wrong, fundamentally flawed. You need to know that Life loves you. This is spirit coming through really strongly with light and love. Here I feel this deep sense of light from someone at the other side, or from God itself. I mean, you are beautiful, you're worthy, you're loved. If people are trying to shame you, I get a sense of you need to distance yourself from them and have boundaries and to find better friends. I mean, for some of you, it's a great time of, no matter what it is, it's not about judging it, but it has been a time of growth, spiritual growth, evolution, healing, and freedom. So maybe there is a way that you can let go of control now and attachment to the situation. How it's really hard though. It's really hard, and I do not judge you for finding that is difficult, having a hard time with that. I just want to see what it says in the whom you need to forgive card as well. This card indicates that your prayer will be answered as you release yourself from the inability to offer forgiveness. While you may feel justified in your anger, the truth is that your resentment is only hurting you. The rage you're carrying is blocking your deepest desires. Go outside and ask the fairies and spirit of nature to clear your mind, body, and emotions of lower energies. You will benefit enormously by making the decision to detoxify yourself of old anger and resentment. Forgiving yourself and be cleared of toxic guilt. Reduce your judgmental thoughts about yourself or others. Send an apologetic note to someone, or just write your feelings out if they did you wrong. Stop identifying yourself as a victim and see yourself as powerful. Focus on the present instead of the past. Well, that's Doreen Virtue's words, and I feel it's a bit more complex than that, but take what resonates here. It's really interesting to me how connected these cards are and these messages are. Know that your voice matters, your story matters. You can also write your story, tell your story, speak about it. It matters. It can help someone. You can be vulnerable. You will have support as you do this, and you will spread peace into the world. Know that you're being acknowledged for everything you've done to transform spiritually. Your gifts, your abilities, how vulnerable you are, how graceful you are, how beautiful you are. You have really dealt with your life in the most precious way, and I'm almost getting emotional here because this is so powerful. Your higher self, spirit, God, whatever you call it, is really pouring light upon you now. So beautiful reading. I'm so glad that you watched this pile number 3. Thank you for being here. Please let me know how this resonated with you. If you would like to go a little deeper into your personalized story, I offer personalized private readings up on Etsy, and they are all discounted. They are of various length, and I have some email readings and some video readings and a year ahead reading. And you can also get a 10% discount on top of that. So if you're interested in that, follow the link in the comment section or in the description box, and I'm more than happy to read for you. I wish you an amazing day, and I hope to see you in any of my other videos. Thank you for being here. Thank you for subscribing, liking, sharing, and commenting. Have a great one, and I'll see you later.